Frisco Station Mall is a bit of an odd place. Although named a mall, it's really a business center nowadays that happens to have a few mall mainstays, like a salon or some locally run businesses. Let's go for a walk and see if we can find this mall's story. Researching anything on this place was a bit of a pain, and yeah, I know this is becoming a recurring theme. But, in my poorly directed searches, I did learn something. The Frisco Station Mall was originally named the Dixieland Mall, and in 1973 it was confirmed that Campbell Bell Incorporated would be preparing the site with the architects Wittenberg, Deloney, and Davison Incorporated. Pardon me if I'm mispronouncing any of that. The mall was originally set to be a catch-all place, with Campbell Bell operating a full-line department store alongside Lewis Brothers, whom would serve as the primary anchors for the mall. Entertainment was also promised, between Malco Theaters operating a twin-screen theater, as well as a proposed bowling alley. I don't have an opening date for the mall, surprise surprise, but if I had to take a guess, it would have been between summer 1973 and the end of 1974, as a Wheaton, Missouri paper advertised the Dixieland Mall and even mentioned the bowling alley housing the finest AMF equipment at the time. While information was spotty over the next 30 years, Dixieland Mall was no stranger to shows, fairs, and competitions, from beauty pageants to arts and crafts. Even charity drives were hosted at the mall. While the Dixieland Mall never saw too much success and seemed to remain purpose-built as a small business haven, it did hang in there for a long time. Until around 2003 or 2004, the specific date I couldn't find, surprise surprise, when the mall was renamed into the Frisco Station Mall. You'll have to forgive me if I don't have much information beyond this, as Arkansas has been something of a black hole when it comes to information or even newspaper archives in general. And I've had to learn the hard way that no one wants to help with research, and for every time I run into this problem, I'm going to remind you of it. Things have slowed down here a fair bit. No more movie theater, no more bowling alley, no more department stores even. Even a Hobby Lobby that was apparently on site didn't last very long, and while Bath & Body Works was in the mall for quite a while, they appear to have departed since my visit in 2022. Seems there's a little bit of trouble at the Frisco Station. I can't say I'm a fan of those open ceilings that this mall bears. It feels very lazy and reminds me of a half-assed warehouse. But on the other hand, the brown tile floor is nice. At least, I think it's nice. It's a damn sight nicer than the matte whites and grays that everyone and their mother seems to be using. Seriously, learn a little bit about color, please. The carpet squares you see throughout the mall also make me wonder what once was. Were there fixed planters and seating arrangements, conversation pits, etc.? Were there any fountains? Again, I'd have to find old photos of this place back in its prime, and if somebody has them, they either aren't talking or they're wasting their efforts making throwaway posts on Facebook or Reddit that will quickly become impossible to find because the search algorithms there are, well, they're non-existent. Now, this mall is up in Rogers, Arkansas, which is part of the only region of Arkansas that's worth moving to. Here, Fayetteville, Springdale, actually no, disregard Springdale. After that, I think the only desirable place left in Arkansas is Mountain Home. And beyond that, it's all downhill. Fort Smith ain't a great place. Hot Springs has deceptively high crime. And what could I say about Little Rock and Pine Bluff that hasn't already been said by Nick Johnson or Briggs? And it appears to get worse the closer you get to Memphis, Tennessee. But here in the Northwest, on paper, Rogers is practically glowing. Low cost of living, great amenities, great healthcare and housing, great employment, even their crime is low. Well, low compared to the rest of Arkansas. In fact, I think Rogers might be the greatest place to live in Arkansas if those numbers hold up. See, I can say some positive things about some cities. So as we head out, Rogers is doing great, yet the mall just can't keep up. I'm sure someone will give me the Amazon copy pasta, and while on the subject of that, I actually used to know someone who I knew never watched any of my videos. He would often tell everyone that every mall I've ever been to, ever, was closed and abandoned for years. He's probably still saying it now. He also would always say that Amazon was the be-all, end-all killer of all retail, period. Never mind crime, perceived or real, competition, saturation, location, or even area decline. Although I guess I should have come to expect such disinformation from an actual QAnon fanatic. And now you'll understand why I'm going to delete your Amazon copy pasta. Now, if I had to guess the real reason why the Frisco Station Mall, or Dixieland Mall, died, I would put it to location and competition. This mall straddles a line between downtown and the suburbs around the freeway that almost always turns into a no man's land. The nearby Walmart Supercenter does not help the mall at all. And I don't know about you, but the retail corridor established around Interstate 49 appears to be banging, and the downtown district of Rogers seems to be doing well. And this is just within a couple miles of the mall. Should I mention the lifestyle centers 2 exits south? I'll leave you to think about that. Until next time, Rogers, Arkansas. This is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the Frisco Station Mall farewell and good luck in the future. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor? Clarence, do we have the clearance? Okay, I'll stop.